Melissa. I'm going to assume that's what you said. Hi, I'm Audrey. I'm going to do a spoken word piece and a poem. Which one do you want to hear first? Poem? Okay. So this was actually written, in case y'all didn't know, April is National Poetry Month, so I got to share poetry with 4 of my favorite poets. 2 of whom are here right now, and actually Sandy just let me copy this from her smartphone because my phone is very not smart. Anyway, there's no title, but I wrote this piece for my friend Jessica. Yes, your body betrayed you, tucked secrets within itself, secrets hidden like plastic eggs, nestled across the once pristine landscape, secrets growing silently, fed on flesh and blood. And the lawn is trampled now, the hunting doctors having reached with gloved hands into each corner and quiet dark place, searching out every last prize. Will this metaphor hold? I think it has been 2 days now. Tomorrow will you rise again, your body wrapped in white, reborn. Will you shake off all the shadows, clothe yourself in newness, laugh with voice of golden honey, gently brush your hand against my cheek and tell me I was silly to worry, that you knew all along this was just a test. Your eyes, holding sadness overcome, will remember you had felt forsaken. But even your scars will have faded, will be white and new, jagged holes filled in. The covered gaps of metaphor, nested in metaphor, of a tomb filled, sealed, empty, sealed over again. So, Asian Pacific Heritage Month, woo! This piece is funny to me because I think it's kind of obvious what it's about, but then I performed it once and the Poet Laureate of LA said something racist to me and I was like, what happened? This poem is broken. So now when I read it, I'm like, maybe people don't get it, so I'm really confused. So afterward, if you're bored and you want to talk to me and tell me what you think this means, that'd be great. It's that compliment that I know is going to make me angry. Wow, you're so eloquent, you speak English so well. Where did you learn to talk like that? Where did I learn to talk like that? Look, fuckface, I was born here. I study poems like the lines of my hands, devour novels like short stories, curl up at night with the Oxford English Dictionary tucked under my pillow. Actually, that's hyperbole, exaggeration used as rhetorical device, because have you seen the Oxford English Dictionary? It's like real big. If you slept with the OED tucked under your pillow, you'd wake up with a crick in your neck and a spine as stiff as the one you pressed your cheek against. That's wordplay, asshole. I do double entendres too. I have earned my poetic license, spent my hours behind the wheel, passed your accent test too. Do you know what this language has cost me? I am first-generation Chinese illiterate. I cannot read my grandfather's poems. I live 6,776 miles away from the ashes of my grandmother's bones, and I'm still searching for a language in which I can speak the word home with a tongue that feels like my own. I am still searching for cracks in the concrete to sink my naked roots in. Maybe that's why the word diaspora depresses me. Every time I hear it, I think of dandelion seeds blowing in the wind. They can't go home again. I can't go home again, and I know I will write this poem again. I know I will write this poem again, so maybe my rage is displaced. I am aiming my anger at easy target bigots instead of facing the fact that sometimes I resent my parents for turning their backs on Taiwan, for leaving behind tea and rice, for Coke and Big Macs, for the pursuit of an American dream built on San Francisco railroads, built on Chinese workers' backs. And maybe I'm afraid to face my disappointment in myself for choosing to study French instead of Chinese. I cannot read the stories that my grandmother told to her 4 children. And maybe I'm embarrassed by my shame, embarrassed to be embarrassed when strangers mispronounce my name the same way I mispronounce the phrases my parents spoke as school children, the phrases they would speak if they went home again. They can go home again, but I can't go home again, and I know I will write this poem again in English, which I speak so well. Thank you.